called like a thunder. Like thunder, it can come down and can help. It can help people. It can help communities, and that's what the lance represents. It represents the ability to help our communities and to help our people move forward in a good way, carrying our traditions, carrying our languages, carrying our protocols, carrying our laws, carrying our treaties, and moving forward in a good way, because this is also a part of our treaty, and it also helps protect and keep our treaties, because we never spoke English. We never spoke that foreign language. And we have today many rights that they can't take away. And as long as we have these things like our lances and our drums and our sequins and our songs and our languages, we'll always be Nihil. There'll always be Cree. They'll never beat us, no matter what they throw at us. And your job for the future is to go forward. Not only do you need a white man's education, but you also need your own Indian education. You need your own Indian. You need to know your own Indian laws, your own Indian ceremonies, your own Indian languages. That's called Indian education. You got to have that to be an effective, all-around human being. Do it just to be a chief or just to be a counselor. You do it because you want to be the best human being that you can be. And there's no such thing as suicide. There's no such thing as drugs or alcohol when you handle this, when you do these things our way. Those aren't our ways. Taking your own life, it's not our way. Doing drugs, it's not our way. Doing alcohol is not our way. But doing your homework, looking after your parents, looking after yourselves, looking after your family. But more importantly, you got to take care of this. And polluting it with drugs or alcohol is not our way. Your spirit leaves. These will leave. They'll sit out there and they'll look at you. If you carry this strong, free of drugs, alcohol, bad thoughts, these will always be a part of you. Is it a part of you when you run, it'll be a part of you for the rest of your life. So I hand this back to Flying Dutch community in a humble way. I don't know anything about these things. It's these people here that run these ceremonies, and the old people. They're the ones that know things. You guys are the ones that know things. Me, I don't know nothing. And so that's why I say I hand this back to you in a humble way. And it's been an honor and a privilege to look after it. Right.
To everybody participating in the Saskatchewan Indigenous Summer Games, good luck, have fun, challenge yourself, make new friends. Have a great time.
On behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the Government of Saskatchewan, and as the local MLA for Meadow Lake, I would like to welcome all athletes, coaches, their supporters, and volunteers to the 2019 Tony Cote Summer Games. The Saskatchewan Games Council was proud to provide $100,000 of lottery funding to support these games. To all dedicated athletes, try your best, reach high, and go for the gold.
This year I'm really excited for the Indigenous Games. 5,000 people are going to descend upon Meadow Lake. It's an incredible opportunity for people to showcase their athletics, talent, and skill. I know that sometimes there's a lot of challenges. Sometimes you feel like it's just so hard to keep on going, keep on pushing forward. I remember those times in my life where I felt like I couldn't make it. Times were very tough. My family went through a lot of financial hurdles. I faced discrimination. But I want you to know that you've got to push through. You've got to realize your dreams. You've got to pursue them and give it everything you got. My mom used to tell me that I should keep Jardikala, which means courageous spirits, rising spirits in the face of hopeless odds. Sometimes times feel tough, but dig deep and find that courageous spirit, the courageous optimism, and keep on going. Live your dreams, and I hope you do well in the upcoming Indigenous Games.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on God for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on God for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Canada, nigenani taskinan. Sagahituin kita wasimisak nitihinak kipasekun kitschiki witinuk o taochi nitisku Kasi toskati na no tawinan kana we ita a Canada nini pawinan kiaochi. Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Jessie Watney, and our Power Princess as well, Tia Marasti, as well. Ladies and gentlemen, in front of the stage area at this time, help me welcome our namesake of our games, Mr. Tony Cote is with us here. And Flying Dust, please stand up there. Elder Tony Cote. Big round of applause, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you to Flying Dust, part of the Meadow Lake Tribal Council. Thank you for being here. Hi, hi. Our athletes are ready here, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for the arrival of our grandfather Lance is being brought into our games to kick off our opening ceremonies in a cultural manner here. As they've been running the Lance from Regina, transferring it in here to Treaty 6 territory. I'd like to thank our former Lance runners, and they were part of the process of transferring the Lance from the Treaty 4 territory to the Treaty 6 territory. Say thank you to all the runners, everybody that was involved, making sure that our Lance had a safe travel here, the different obstacles that they went through, the trials and tribulations. And thank all of them that were involved. Well, Darius Kapesawat is carrying the Lance in honor of all our Lance runners, in honor of all of us here. Big round of applause as we welcome our young people who come all the way from the Treaty 4 territory here to the Treaty 6 territory. As they bring the Tony Cote Summer Games Lance right here to our opening ceremonies. We're going to turn things over here to the Cree from Minnestickwin to sing a welcoming song in honor of these young people and the good job they did for us. We listen to the mystical sounds of the Cree from the Minnestickwin Cree Nation. Aha, Moisa. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Big round of applause for our staff carriers, our Lance carriers. Carrying the Flying Dust Eagle staff, Mr. Ruben Norman. Carrying the Meadow Lake Tribal Council Eagle staff, Dawson Ketry. Carrying the Flying Dust flag, Mr. Tristan Morasti. And again, our Lance carrier, Mr. Darius Kapesawat.
Okay. Brought it home.
Brought it home! Brought it home!
First of all, thank our Lance team, our Lance runners, the elders for all their teachings for our young kids. The Lance is a very spiritual event, and you know, we need that prayer in every day of our lives. We needed that on the run because it's a tough experience. It's long hours and a lot of hard work. Things are tough, just like in this life we live. You know, keep that with you, runners and everybody. I want to thank my community for all the work they've put in. I want to thank all the sponsors for making this happen. You know, First Nations people in today's world, we face a lot of difficulties. A lot of times, a lot of things are against us. You know, and these Tony Cote First Nation Summer Games are to unite the people. You know, I feel that today. I feel that energy of unity in the crowd. You know, and it's a good feeling. You know, I participated in these games as a young man, a young kid, I guess, and it wasn't about the winning the gold medals that I remember. It wasn't about winning championships. It's about the friendships you make. It's about the laughs you have. And, you know, we as First Nation people, we like to laugh. You know, somebody falls down, we laugh. And it's someone falls in the mud. That's some of the things I remember as games. You know, storms like this, and we're evacuating from down south, and everybody's running in panic, and we're falling in mud, and that's what I remember. The laughs after that, you know. So with that, you know, I'm not gonna speak too long. You know, enjoy yourselves. Flying Dust First Nation welcomes you. You know, we're proud to host these games that Tony Cote founded. You know, we're happy to have you. Enjoy yourself. And have a good week. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Norman. As well, ladies and gentlemen, to bring greetings on behalf of the Meadow Lake Tribal Council, Chief Richard Ben. And I remember competing against Chief Richard, and for me that day, the 100 meters, when I beat him by 10 meters, that's what I remember.
You know that's a lie, right? I'm way faster than this guy. No, again, Danse Atlanate elders, you know, dignitaries, all you athletes, spectators, coaches, chaperones, thank you for all being here. A round of applause for Chief Norman, his council, and the committee. Beautiful grand entry, beautiful opening ceremonies. You know, really good to see all our Lance runners, even a lot of members from my community starting off this beautiful opening ceremonies with bringing in our staff and our MLTC staff and the Lance. I thank you for that, all the young runners. I know a lot of you young guys there, you did a good job. I was actually talking to one of our members, O'Neill Gladio. He actually mentioned the last time they've had the Lance, they brought the Lance in, they were a day late, but you guys were a day early. So congrats on that, on bringing the Lance, you guys. Round of applause, you guys, for the Lance runners. I said I wasn't gonna talk too long because you guys, I remember being an athlete where you are right now. And I wasn't worried about listening to people like me speaking. I was more interested in trying to talk to different girls. So, but I remember that as a young athlete. My fiance is here, she's kind of giving me that mean look. But with that, you guys, you know, enjoy what you're doing here today. Take great pride on what you're doing and what you're accomplishing. You guys being right here today, you are role models for all your communities, your First Nations, your tribal council. There's people looking up to you. So be respectful while you're here. Take pride and honor on you guys representing each tribal council. I can't help but just feel so humbled to be here and honored just to watch all the athletes here. And that's what I'm looking at right now, because I was there where you guys were right now, standing in line, getting nervous. I know a lot of you are getting nervous. You have your competition coming up, and I remember that. I competed in every summer games I could, every winter games I could, and it was such a fascinating experience. I made bonds with different friends, long life friends that I'll always have in my life. So I ask you kids, the young adults, the athletes, make new friends, you know, catch up with old ones. But again, make a lot of memories, you know, make a lot of memories, stay safe, enjoy yourselves. Again, thank you everyone for coming. I hope to see you at closing ceremonies. So with that, Nanaskamun, Mercy, Cho, hi.
Thank you, Chief Ben, as well, to bring greetings on behalf of the Federation of Sovereign Indian Nations, Chief Bobby Cameron.
Thank you, Kel. To all the athletes, the chaperones, the coaches, Digan, William, Kanaskamani Gagi Simwak, Egwa Manto, Kanaskaman Miyogi Sagam Egwats, our singers for the beautiful songs. Tony Cote, who's got the camera? Tony Cote, you wanna stand up where you are? Put the camera on Tony Cote. Let's give this guy a round of applause. Can you imagine in the 1970s, this guy founded it and started it all for each and every one of you. For this young girl that's gonna be an athlete one day. And she's going to be an awesome one. To Zane, the sponsors, to our MC, Cal, your awesome crazy legs, good to see you here. To all the young boys and girls, compete hard, do your best, be humble in victory, be humble in defeat.
All right, here we go. RCLP delegates. Official start time race. Ready at the finish line. This is the 60-meter RCMP police dash. On your mark, set, go! And here they go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think here. Here we go. It looks like the young guys picking up the speed.
Well, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of MLTC's finest. Digging deep, digging deep.
Good race, good race. The winner gets to race me, so let's go back over here. Good job, guys. There you go.
How everything went last night with young people, it's been very mild. They stayed up so long, and all these chaperones are asked to go get your bunts, take them home, in your tents, and that's why they were well behaved. And that's one thing that us from back home as elders like to watch our young people really behave themselves in an environment like this where there's 1,000 kids, right? We tell them not to try and get mad, not to fight, and just take sports gracefully. Like either you win or lose. That's part of life. That's how we. Through it all in the boarding school, my main thing was sports myself. As for education and getting, all the abuse we got, we don't want to see these kids like that no more. So being with them like this, they like seeing elders being around them, right? And they listen to us if we tell them, hey, cool it, go home, sleep it off, play again tomorrow. I played hockey and I made it to Boston. I know a few guys from Sandy Lake, Freddie Shakamoose that played there, and so is Roy Atchin. So through it all, if there's any scouts here, I wouldn't mind if it was all Indian, right? Then they'd know they'd help these Indian kids out, go all the way instead of going through barriers.
This is Rebecca.
You look like a movie.
what your face might be, 'cause nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swear you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie, still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this life, in case it's the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad. Getting old, it makes me restless, just like a movie, just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we
that God, the Creator, has brought us here for such a time as this. And as part of our destiny, because when you say the word destiny, it's a destination. We all have somewhere to go. And not only that, but there's been a book written about us. And there's our forefathers and our elders that went before us, they're cheering us on. The people who passed on that had to pave the way, they said, okay, I want you to go. And they're saying, here, I'm passing the baton to you. Because you are the next generation that we're passing the baton to. I always say to the young people, I said, you know what? You're the next game changers in your bloodline. Because not only are you representing your people, because we get tribes from all over Saskatchewan, you're not only representing your family. So when you come out of your territory, let's say if you're from Palmakers Reserve, if you're from Palmakers Reserve, you're representing your family, you're representing your community of Palmakers, you're representing the Cree people. So when you come into the summer games like this, and I just really appreciate what our elders said earlier on and talking about unity. I had my niece text me this morning. She said, Auntie, I had a dream. And she said, all of a sudden there's this huge boat there and there was water there. And all of a sudden I just seen our First Nations people, they were all together and they were all coming. And she said, it just seemed like there was unity.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, making these bands, and you know that's the plan. In my land, I be ballin', and you know most of my family, they be mobbing, they be making them stats on the down low. Chillin' with my folks, grinding in the booth. I'm just chillin' with my homies, homie, what it do? I'm just having fun and iced out. New chain ring on my finger, middle finger to the haters. I'm creative when it comes to spitting through the nation. And you know I break this beat, ayy. I be rapping all day, through the coast, through the state. That's just where I stay. I just make the most of every day that I'm living. You done? I'm done.
Thank you. Look at all the little ones out in the back there, having fun, enjoying their company, making new friends. That's what it's about. I mean, I see Woodland, I see ACTC, I see YTC, STC, PAGC, BATC. These are our treaty youth members enjoying themselves. Win or lose, you know, they all get a positive experience out of these games, and that's what this Tony Cote Summer Games brings. It brings that camaraderie, that establishing of friends and competing hard. In all honesty, that's what we do in life. We try hard to do our best in life, to succeed in life, to live an alcohol and drug-free life. And when we develop our internal spirit, each and every one of those youth, to ignite or reignite that light in their fire, we all win. And we continue to support and continue to wish them all the best and remind them all that each and every one of them are unique, they're important, and we love them all. Thank you.
My name is Lonnie. I play soccer and I'm from Onion Lake, and we lost the game. That's why I'm getting free hugs in a bad mood.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, you too. Come on, buddy.
Okay, come on. You're good. No!
Let's go. I'm Jessa. I'm from BTC and I play soccer.
I'm Alexi. I'm from BTC and I play soccer.
I'm Lachey and I'm from BTC and I play soccer.
Okay, now tell me what you want to be when you grow up.
I don't even know yet. I want to be a nail. I don't know what it's called.
A nail salon worker.
Yeah, nail salon worker.
I don't know what I want to be though. Okay.
Me either.
That's heat number 3 of your youth men 100 meter. Again, top 2 finishers from each heat plus the next 2 fastest times will make up your 100 meter final.
I'm Tegan Roselle. I'm from George Gordon's First Nation. I'm in track and field athletics. I throw javelin primarily, but I'm supposed to compete in shot put and discus as well. It's my last year in the games, and like I said, if you're young enough, you should compete. It's totally worth it. I say try and try again. You know, one closed door means you just got to look for another opening, right? You look for a new angle, new ways to think. Always look for a new way to grow.
Right on. Thank you.
All right, next at the podium, ladies and gentlemen, we have our junior women's shot put medalist from Team Woodland, your bronze medalist, Miss Haley Ross. Your silver medalist from Prince Albert Grand Council, Miss Jillian Goulet. And your 2019 champion from Team Beardies, Miss Delaney Kenny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, could I direct your attention to the podium for our youth men 100 meter medalist in 3rd place from BATC, Mr. Lucas Kowarchuk. In 2nd place from MLTC, Mr. Lucas LaPrat. And your 2019 champion with a time of 12 seconds, 0.11 seconds from FHQ, Mr. Anthony Burans. That was one of the closest photo finishes we've seen. Between 1st and 2nd place, it was 12.11 and 12.12 seconds. We needed the eye in the sky for that one. Your 3rd place, Meadow Lake Tribal Council, Lindsay George. From PAGC, your silver medalist, Vidal de Liberty. And your 2019 champion from File Hills Coppell Tribal Council, Miss Tori McNabb. meter champions. Representing BATC, your bronze medalist, Mr. Tomias Sakabo. Your silver medalist from TATC, Mr. Jake Deserley. And your 2019 champion with a time of 11.31 seconds from Meadow Lake Tribal Council, Mr. Jace DeRocher. Not bad. Not bad. All right, next at the podium, we have our midget women 100-meter champions. In third place from PAGC, Miss Faith Neves. Your silver medalist from Onion Lake Cree Nation, Miss Jacqueline Chief. And your gold medalist from File Hills Capel Tribal Council, Miss Bryn Cote. Youth Women 100-meter champions. Your bronze medalist from MLTC, Miss Cadence Campbell. Your silver medalist from PAGC, Miss Harmony Neves.
Finally.
And your gold medalist from FHQ with a time of 14.81 seconds, Miss Nastasia Crow-Missions.
On your marks.
Go. Come on, Macy.
Set.
Go.
Set. On your marks. Set. On your marks. Set.
Looks like we have heat number 2. Heat number 3, sorry, Benton men. That is too close to call. That's for the eye in the sky.
Set.
Come on, Megan, let's go. Let's go.
All right, here we have our midget women 100 meters. It looks like FHQ is out in front. And that youth 1500 meter, youth men 1500 meter. We'll start calling the midget women 12 call next at the podium. Your attention as we give our medal, our gold medal out to our 2019 champion, junior women champion for the 100 and 200 meters, representing PAGC, Miss Janea Dantuzzi. crowned not once, but twice.
And here's the 200 meter. Congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to say a huge thank you once again for your participation in this meet. To all the athletes, thank you so much for coming out and showing us the true spirit of competition, camaraderie, sportsmanship. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all the parents, chaperones, grandparents for all of your many, many hours of driving, chaperoning, glorified taxi driving, making sure that our young people have an opportunity to compete, an opportunity to come together, meet one another, celebrate in the spirit of sportsmanship. So thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you in 2020 at the next games. Have a great, safe ride home. We'll see you soon.
Holy, every event you want. Take a picture of her.
I'm going to take this extension.
You want all her races.
Okay, tell me about it.
Okay, Lauren Joseph. All right. She got gold for her cross country, 3K. Gold on her 3,000 meter run, all distance. Gold on her 1,500 meter run.
3K, 2K, 1,200, and 800.
Yeah, silver on it. All her events she took.
Congratulations.
Yes, from Big River First Nation. Oh, coached by Desiree Webber.
Yeah. Are you the coach?
Yeah, I'm the coordinator. I'm the one that put her on the list because she was supposed to be in soccer, and she's one of our top distance runner at our reserve, other than my daughter Desiree. So I told Desiree we gotta put her in track. So she cleaned up in all her events. So I'm happy she's in track rather than soccer. Because she got 4 medals.
So it's important for you guys to know your athletes and to encourage them to find their strengths.
It's important that we recognize them at a young age. So Lauren's been running since grade 7. And just last year my daughter Desiree graduated. She's also a distance runner. And I just recognized her right away, and we just wanted to put more distance runners into track. Because they kind of want to back away because they're kind of scared of the competition out here. But we supported them and encouraged them. You know, if Desiree can do it and keep her head up, a former runner from the CCWA High School, you guys can do it. So they all used to watch Desiree run, and I think she just made them, my daughter made them have hope and keep going. So I'm glad we brought her because she said, I think I'm going to try out for an egg now for 2020 in Halifax. So I'm going to take her to September tryouts for an egg. So I'm so proud of her because we don't have a lot of distance. We don't have a lot of distance runners in First Nations, and we're going to keep encouraging her. She's going to be in grade 9 next year, Lauren Joseph, and we're going to try to train her to take us to provincials for cross country and track distance. So that's the same as Desiree Wapaz used to do. She graduated, so we're going to try to pursue more younger athletes to get better, get there.
How do you think Flying Dust did?
Overall, that I like this track. I've been here before. My daughter's ran here before, so that it was a pretty good location. It's away from everything else, but soccer's not far away, so we get to watch that. I like the location. I like how it's like the same in the other summer games. Ochapowa's hosted 2 years ago. Regina did a good job. Derek Rope always does a good job with U of S former athletes out here. And my daughter's actually supposed to be working here too, but she was coaching our girls. She said she wants to stick with the First Nations. And MLTC did good. I like it. Coffee Tim's was down the road. So everything was good. The washrooms, everything. Lunch, ICTC brought us lunch every day for our athletes. Water was supplied, medical was supplied. Everything was good. And these guys were so helpful. Everything was good. I like it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
How were the kids? Did
Good.
they enjoy it all?
Yeah, no, they seemed honestly like super excited to be here. It was great. I knew even like giving the medals, they all looked super happy, so I'm glad we got to do those medal presentations in there. Yeah, no, they honestly, even like The weather today was like not great. I honestly didn't hear one athlete complain. They were all just super happy to be here. It was awesome. I was happy to be a part of it.
I know you ask about me, you've wondered where I've been. Someone may have seen me hanging out with my friends. Maybe I'm not with you, it doesn't mean I don't care. Gone but not forgotten, I will always be there. I never meant to leave you, I didn't want to break anyone's heart. Leave a red dress in the window, a candle I can see. If it shines bright enough for me, you'll have to let go. I'll see you again. Until that day, won't you pray for an angel to bring me home? Many nights you'd lay there, what it must have put you through. It wasn't till you dreamed that I was there right next to you. Still you keep on searching, never giving up on love. Maybe there's a light for me that shines from above. Still I never meant to leave you, and still I never meant to break your heart. Leave a red dress in the window and a candle I can see. If it shines bright enough for me, you'll have to let go. I'll see you again. Until that day, won't you pray for an angel to bring me home? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Leave a red dress in the window, a candle I can see. If it shines bright enough for me, you'll have to let go. I'll see you again. Until that day, won't you pray? Until that day, won't you pray that an angel will bring me home?